Hi there, this is Kaushik Ranchod from the Ranchod Law Group. Welcome to our immigration show. Today we're going to continue our series with the J1 waiver. We've been getting a lot of great feedback from all of you. So I'm going to just continue diving it into here. You want to stay tuned, smash that like button, boom. And if you have comments, post them below what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about case study for a spouse of a Pakistani national, and then we're going to do a case study of hardship waiver where we were able to get it approved where they had 2 children. First of all, I want to back up here and talk about what is a qualifying relative so you can be able to apply. So it's a spouse of a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident or the child who is a U.S. citizen if you have a U.S. citizen child or permanent resident. It's not if you're pregnant, but that could be used as an argument to explain hardship if you have a U.S. citizen spouse or another qualifying relative. Okay, now that we got that covered, let's talk a little bit about the process. So what we like to do is we like to file the application with the Department of State simultaneously with at the same time submit the USCIS application with a legal brief outlining the arguments of exceptional hardship to the qualifying relative. That's the basics there. So now let's dive into the case study. As I promised you, first of all, we're going to talk about the Pakistani case with the Pakistani national. So in that situation, the Pakistani national was married to a U.S. citizen. So we were able to demonstrate exceptional hardship because of the medical conditions of the U.S. citizen. So she had major depressive episodes which made her reliant on her husband. This is a U.S. citizen, therefore she could not go to Pakistan, not be separated. So that's one core argument. The second argument is the fact that she was Christian and he was Muslim. So that was, of course, frowned upon to have that interreligious marriage in Pakistan. That was another argument of exceptional hardship. Plus, he also had an arranged marriage in Pakistan before, and that arranged marriage did not work out. So that would have made him a target as well. So by making all of these arguments, we were able to get the case approved. Now let's talk about the next case. So the prior case we talked about also country conditions, of course, of Pakistan. So this was with a spouse. Now let's talk about hardship with a different country, Egypt. And we're going to talk about hardship to children. In this situation, 2 children. So let's talk about what those exceptional hardships are. So first of all, in this situation, the J1 visa holder was doing research on water contamination. This, of course, benefits the nation as a whole. So we like to include that argument as a positive factor in the J1 waiver brief that we like to talk about. Well, yes, he is subjected to the 2-year home residency requirement, but he's also doing these positive things for the country as a whole. And that should count as a positive equity. Now, not only that, but his U.S. citizen children would face exceptional hardship. So let's talk about what are those exceptional hardships. So we start out with, boom, the positive equity, and then we talk about, okay, let's talk about what those exceptional hardships are. So I'm sure you're wondering, what are they? Get to it. Okay, so the hardship for the daughter was significant breathing issues. She had a host of medical issues since birth. So we talked about the hardships to her and those breathing issues and how they would be exacerbated by going to Egypt, how the medical care was not adequate in Egypt to treat these issues. Not only that, but with our no stone unturned approach, we also talked about the economic conditions and how that would affect the quality of life for the daughters. And not only that, we also discussed the safety of them as well as U.S. citizens going back to Egypt. So in this situation, you'll see a variety of hardships here. You'll see the medical conditions. So that's medical hardship. Country conditions. Also financial hardship, economic conditions to the children. Now, what's interesting in this case to note is that the economic or the financial affects the parents, which affects the children. So that the children don't directly have financial hardship, but indirectly, because the parents would not be able to make as much money, would be adversely affected economically, that of course affects the children. So sometimes we have to get a little bit creative in these arguments to demonstrate the exceptional hardship, and then through stacking them all together, make the hardship arguments to demonstrate that altogether all of these hardships are exceptional. All right, well, if you made it to the end, I want to thank you. You are just amazing. You know why you're amazing? Because you're trying to better yourself, you're trying to better your family, and it takes courage to, of course, you know this, come to another country, navigate all of the different systems, and then try to better yourself and your family by lawfully going through the immigration procedures. And I love J1 waivers because it's all about unification, unifying families, making this country better, making our society better, and you're contributing to our country in making the world a better place. Thank you. Bye for now. See you next week. Bye.